Hi guys, good day and welcome to Esther's Villa with Coach E, also known as the Emotions Doctor and the Restorer. So today I want to talk about something that may not be a popular opinion, right? But I know that it's very key. The role of a father or a father figure in a girl's life as it contributes to not just our confidence but helping her have a successful marriage. Now, the first thing you want to realize is that the role of the husband to the wife also encompasses him playing a father to his wife. So, if he would play a father, part of his role to his wife, how much more his child, the female child? One of the things a father does for a girl child, in fact, for all his children, but for his girl child, is that he stands as a protector, a covering. Just like the man is the covering for his wife, he is the first covering his daughter recognizes. And that changes the game for the girl child. Her confidence, how she carries herself, is directly tied to the role of her father. Yes, mothers have done a great job, but I'm telling you that it could be better with a father who is present and involved in the raising of his child. See, growing up as a teenager, I'm a person who is privileged to have two fathers. Yes, my biological father and my father figure, who has also played the role of a father in every sense in my life. Now, with my biological father, then irons my uniform. One thing my father always ensured was he told me I was beautiful constantly. And one thing he said to me then as a teenager was, oh, when a guy tells you you're beautiful, tell him you know. And if he says, how do you know? Tell him your father said so. How many girl child have that today? Her confidence comes from her father. Her definition of who a man is what she sees in her father. Her choice of a life partner is greatly influenced by who her father, how her father, who or what he wants to have. Let me take you a bit to the Bible. The Bible talks about the fact that if a lady makes a vow, right, the person that can stand and say, cancel the vow is her husband. And it says if she's not married, her father can stand in the place. So the only thing a father does not do to his daughter, with his daughter, he's not meant to have a carnal knowledge of her. But every other thing, he portrays that role. As I am now, as grown up, a woman that I am, my father still pecks my head and told me, you're so beautiful. And you have no idea what that means for a girl child. In my, choice and selection of a partner, I'm looking at a man and I'm not just looking for a man who has money. No, because, hey, I work. Do you understand? But I'm also looking out for a man who is so confident. You know why? Because my father has taught me confidence. Should we even marry it down to the place of submission? A lot of young ladies do not understand what submission is. They see it as being subjugated. They don't understand it because a father was not really there to call the shots. That father's authority where he says no, that is it. You cannot tell how much it helps the girl child to understand authority placement. Even how to attend to a man. Understanding your role in the family, understanding the place of everything you call respect, cooking of, see, these little things here and there. Because go and find out, my dear, the things that have made marriages fall apart, they are not serious matters like you think. Oh, they are just matters here and there that little things can deal with. How often does a father talk to his daughter? Let me shock you. Do you know that when I have programs, in fact, I remember when I hosted my first program, my father told me to go and get dressed. Like, go and get dressed, let me see you. So, talking about a father who is present in his daughter's life. And it is this kind of level of responsibility, accountability, protection, covering that helps a girl child realize that I want more from a man who I'm going to have as a husband, other than just him bringing money, sleeping with me. No, because she has a father who is fully involved. She understands how to pass through channels. So I remember then when I just finished university and I wanted to cut my hair. I love to cut my hair. My father was so present that I could not just wake up and do that. Like, it took time. Like, I kept, Daddy, I want to cut my hair. Daddy, I want to cut my hair. Daddy, I want to cut my hair. I want to think. And at a point, my father said, no, you would not cut your hair. I don't want you to cut your hair. But yes, as you know, by the time I finished university, it was that kind of thing of, okay, make a choice. Do you understand? So that learning of authority placement, it comes from the father. Now, most teenagers fall into vices. I mean, and not because they want to. I'm talking about females now, but because they're looking for a place where they can feel that love. And rightly so, because once she begins to measure it, her emotions are beginning to come up. Right? An unconditional lover, a father who protects and covers her, has a role to play. Yes, sometimes all I just want to do is I want to go and hug my father. So I am not deficit or deficient of that fatherly love, fatherly covering, fatherly discipline. Do you understand? And this is what lots of ladies need it. Everything I've said, you can see that the only thing that is now new to the girl child in our marriage is that, I mean, this is a partner. But she can tell when the love is pure and genuine. If fathers were just present in the life of their daughter, I'm telling you, it would go a long way to reduce this irresponsibility or this not noble act that we see from young ladies running to the arms of irresponsible men just because he said I love you, running into the arms of irresponsible men just because he's covering you. No, a lady who was raised well with her father present will know when a love is deficient, because she understands that love is not just about covering me. It's also about being able to look me in my eyes and say, don't do that, don't do this, you can't do that, but with all the firmness, love, and attention from a man. I am saying that a father figure, the role of a father figure, cannot be undermined in raising a well-rounded young lady, and even in preparing her for marriage. If we had fathers who were present and played their role just as instructed or how it's supposed to be, we would have less young ladies make terrible mistakes in their choice of a man. And if you want to even stretch it, sometimes the mistakes they make in the choice of a man is the picture, the idea, the frame of who a man is that they saw in their father, albeit an irresponsible father. So as far as they are concerned, that's who a man is supposed to be. I've seen ladies in sessions who say to me, if you love me, you should just give me only one slap. I mean, I love now. Yes, because they saw their father hit their mother. Their fathers hit them even as ladies as they were growing. So they're in abusive relationships. They're not able to work away because they find that kind of succor that the father didn't provide. See, it takes a lot for a lady who did not have a father figure, a responsible one, an ideal one, to be able to function well, even in a marriage, in a relationship with people, with the opposite sex especially. But marriage is meant to happen between a male and female, not between male and male, female and female. No, that's not it. I really hope we learned a thing or two from this. So, and to you, the young lady, you're coming from a home that is not functional. Get you yourself, get you a figure, get you a family, a functional family that you can learn from, that you can be submitted to. Yes, don't anchor the failure on my father, my mother. No, you can be more regardless of where you're coming from. And all you have to do is just put in the work and be ready to learn and grow. Trust me, you will make a beautiful home. Until I come your way next time, I remain Coach E, the emotions doctor. But just in case you've watched this to the end and you did not subscribe, go back now. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Ciao.